Mirror of despair. It started on a Monday morning, the kind where the world seems to be holding its breath. As I brushed my teeth, I caught a glimpse of him, a stranger staring back at me from the mirror. His eyes were hollow, and his expression was one of silent pleading. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, but as the days passed, he became clearer, more detailed, like a photograph slowly developing in my reflection. Fear gripped me, but curiosity held me captive. Who was he and why was he trapped in my mirrors? By Wednesday, the stranger began to whisper. His voice was a raspy whisper, barely audible over the hum of daily life. "Help me," he would say, his eyes never leaving mine. I tried to ignore him, to convince myself it was all in my head, but his pleas grew more desperate, his presence more pervasive. I stopped looking into mirrors, but every reflective surface seemed to catch his image, the storefront windows, the polished silverware at dinner. He was everywhere, a ghostly shadow haunting my every move. Friday night, I dreamt of him. In the dream, he was no longer confined to reflections. He stood beside my bed, eyes filled with sorrow, and spoke with a clarity that chilled me to the bone. "If you do not help me, you will become me." I woke up drenched in sweat, the echo of his voice lingering in the room. It was then that I realized the truth. The man in the mirror was no stranger. He was a version of me, a future I was hurtling towards if I continued down my current path. By Sunday, I could no longer distinguish between his world and mine. His whispers were now screams, his presence an inescapable reality. I knew what I had to do to break the cycle, to prevent his fate from becoming mine. As I smashed the bathroom mirror in desperation, shards of glass scattered across the floor like tiny, jagged portals to another world. His screams faded, replaced by a silence that was somehow more terrifying. I was free, but the cost was high. Every reflection now showed emptiness where he once was, a constant reminder of the darkness that once threatened to consume me.